You are now listening to the Beats, Brews, and Life podcast.
Beats, Brews, and Life.
Yo, so as somebody who's has roots in Liberia,
yes sir,
right? Like, how do you feel about how does world music for you like relate to hip hop? How does it all come together? Like, you know,
it's crazy because we use a lot of elements you hear in your trap and your rap. Those are just descendants from Africa beats. I know it sounds like
everything
cliche.
Is though. Like I don't know,
Man,
like
it's
Latin
crazy.
music, like
Yes.
you know, like Jamaican, like it's all descendant from you know.
So like you take a little bit and it's crazy because the way the sounds and how we have those rhythms, for me it means a lot, especially to have that sound now on the world stage too, when a lot of times the world music didn't get as much credit as it deserved, in my opinion. So to have that music now on the world stage and now using that to pull and make a hip hop track or make other world music is a pretty dope thing, because I grew up with it. So it comes more naturally for me when I'm producing to just have that element of my ethnic background in the music.
Right.
You know, so
yeah, that's I don't know, man. It's just it's so many things about where world music is, and I hate saying world music because like you want to be specific about like whatever music you're talking about. You want to give
beats, you know?
Yeah, you want to give like, yeah, I want to give the flowers to like wherever it's coming from. I don't want to just label it as a whole.
That's true.
But I do recognize that like you know, before it wasn't. It was like a thing where like everybody around the world was trying to make it on the American stage. And like now I just feel like, you know, this music is good on its own. Like it's not worried about being on the American stage, but it's made it to the American stage nonetheless,
I agree.
right?
I think it's because people have taken value in themselves now, and because the world has gotten smaller where we can see these things in real time. A lot of times you see National Geographics, and I think sometimes to me, Africa or different places are portrayed in a different light. And now that the world has gotten smaller through Instagram, social media, you see real time how people enjoy the music, enjoy the culture. And these artists are becoming more like, I don't have to go to America and make it. My people appreciate me right here.
Yeah.
And that transcends to America, and they become own stars in their own right. Like,
I love it, yo. I love seeing it.
It's a beautiful thing. It's
a
beautiful thing.
It is. So when you started producing, what was your first DAW? What was the first thing that you made a beat on? Like, what was the very first thing?
First beat I made, and I actually remember the first beat I made was on Fruit Loops.
Okay.
Fruit Loops.
Which one? Which which edition?
God. You about to make me go back. Was it 7 or 6?
I'm about to say, I think I started with 8.
I think I was on 7 or 6.
Okay. Yeah.
And I literally remember one of the first beats I made. I took a Shawty Lowe's part of when he was on Day No, and he said, "All I needed was some Skittles," and I sampled that, and I made a whole beat. Just that sample. All I needed was some Skittles. Yeah. Just looping, and that was the beat, man. And that was like one of my first beats that I actually did outside, like I said, of arranging music. Like I used to take the band music and arrange.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what made you want to start producing?
Man, it's just I've always been drawn to music, and I play keys for, oh my gosh, I play keys for about, man, I honestly can say 20 years. Like,
wow, yo.
It's been 20 years, but the interesting part, like I just feel like, not trying to get into religious belief, but I just feel like I'm ordained for that music.
No.
Because my grandmother actually put a Bible, a hammer, and a piano in front of me, and I was like 1 or 2, and she was like, whichever one he crawls to, that's the one he's gonna do for his life. And I end up crawling to the piano.
Yo, that's awesome, yo.
And that's exactly what I've been doing. Then, like, my mom at the time didn't have money to really teach me how to play keys, so she like just prayed over my fingers and was like, God, anoint his hands, let him, he know he wants to play music. And I've been playing. I never like had.
You never had formal teaching to play the piano?
No. The one time I had teaching was way in high school, and it was for 2 weeks. and that was it. But everything else, I've
Nah, I
taught
love
myself.
it, bro.
Yeah.
These are the type of stories that I appreciate a lot, man. Hell yeah, that's hella dope, yo.
Raw talent.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's hella dope, bro.
So.
Beats, brews, and life.